This is Broken Lines, guys. It's a tactical RPG set in an alternative version of World War II. I've been playing it. It's not the full game. I've just been given a few levels of it. It's like a preview copy, so I can just get the idea of how the game plays and see if I like it. And I'm going to request a press copy. I hope I get one. And if I don't, I'll buy a copy and I'll review this game because I really am enjoying it. The way the game works is you're shot down behind enemy lines. There's a few of you managed to survive. You have to find each other. Well, you can't fail doing that. It's the first pretty much mission. You find each other. You become a squad of 8. You sit around a bonfire and then you plan where you're going to go next. There's a vendor where you can buy better weapons and trash weapons. When you do a mission, you get salvage, which is your currency in this game. Your morale is also kind of taken into consideration in this game. If you have a shit mission, your morale's down, and if your morale goes all the way down, you can desert. So you've got to keep morale up by having food rations and I guess sleeping and stuff. And depending on the difficulty level that you have the game on, you can set it so that when you get killed in the game, you can be revived. But if you die again, you're permanently dead. You can switch that off. I'm a pussy, so I switched that on, and I thankfully did, because I would have lost my best sniper if I didn't have that on, because I foolishly put them in a window when the guy had an MG42 just outside and sprayed it and prayed all over the window and killed her. I say killed her, yes, she was a woman. Now, it's probably going to pee a few people off that there's women in British soldiers' uniforms carrying Sten guns and running around the maps fighting alongside the men. A situation that just didn't happen in history, as everybody who has studied World War II will know. I mean, the Russians had a few thousand snipers, but we're not playing as the Russians, we're playing as the British. And I know this is set in an alternative version of World War II. That's fair enough. So I guess in the alternative version of World War II, women had full conscript just like the men. So anyway, you have the usual sounds of women dishing orders out on a battlefield and women screaming when they get shot, which for me absolutely ruins the immersion. So once you've chosen what mission you're going on, you then decide which squad members is coming with you. Now you look at the gear that they have, which I said you can swap out with vendors. You look at their traits and abilities, and each person can have a special ability, but only that one person can carry that one. So if it's used up and if you've got a pool of abilities, if Frank uses it, Jimmy can't, you know, so that's the idea of that. And there's different things like being able to sneak around better, to be able to give yourself a bit more viewing range, because everything is done with ranges. You have like shotties for close quarters, you have machine guns for medium range, then you have your rifles for long range. And what you have to kind of do in this, it's all tactics. It's all about tactics. You have no idea where the enemy are. You've got to kind of assume where you think where the enemy are and move your pieces, or your men, your men and women around the battlefield accordingly. Now, the good thing is that all the movement's done together, the enemy and you, it's all real time. So you have a phase where you can just plan your moves and you kind of put everybody where you want them to go to, then you press go and they will start moving to where you've told them and to do whatever actions. You can queue up a lot of actions, so you can tell people to go to a certain place, throw a grenade or heal up or whatever when they get there. Now, if enemies are spotted at any point during this phase, the game will pause, allowing you to reissue orders, which is it's essential, to be honest, because you could be walking into an absolute awful situation that you didn't realize was there. So you can kind of change where people are going and put them into some better places and maybe set up a bit of an ambush or some flanking maneuvers, or throw a smoke grenade and back off if there's like a heavy machine gun or something. So it's all tactical. Now, because there's only a few missions that I've been able to play, I haven't been able to do much with this, but the tastes that I did have were really good fun. The missions that I did were great fun to do. I was terrible at the game to start with, but I kind of got the idea. Once you learn kind of ranges and what guns is good, I mean, the Sten gun's pants. I mean, it was pants in real life, let's be honest. And it's pants in this game as well. But once you get better weapons and you start understanding the combat and the actual mechanics of the game, it does get a bit easier. A couple of things that are a little bit disappointing. Sometimes the AI just comes out of perfectly good cover and just gets wasted. I would like to see the AI stick more in cover once it gets there. You get a chance to kill it while it's going for cover, which is great, but once it's in cover, why would you come out of cover if you're surrounded by 2 or 3 guys? You would stay there till the bitter end. It's also a little bit clunky trying to cancel orders with your mouse button by right-clicking on the actual waypoints. Very often I have to actually go in and click on the cross inside the actual option windows, which is annoying. The other thing that I'm finding really annoying is that, and I'm not sure whether you can, I'm sure you should be able to do this, but I can't find a way to do it. If you have, say, guy A behind a log and you want to move him, you click to where you want him to move, but he won't move till you click go. But if you then want somebody, before it all moves, to occupy the same place that guy A is in at this moment, you can't, because when you click on guy B and tell him to go to where guy A is, when you try to click there, you will just click on guy A instead of sending guy B there. So I don't know at this moment in time how it's actually possible to get somebody to go and occupy a spot that's currently occupied by somebody else, even though that somebody else has been told to move when you click go. So that's annoying. Yeah. But it's something that I'm looking forward to. I can't really say much more on it because I haven't been able to play it for much more than this. But Broken Lines is coming in February. I have no idea how much it's going to cost. But what I will be doing is reviewing it when it comes out. And I'm really, really enjoying the game. It's got huge potential if you like this kind of stuff. And I certainly do. And so there you go, guys. Broken Lines is definitely one to watch for. Comes out in February this year. Just a few weeks' time.